Hi KCET and COMET-K 2025 aspirants. So your results, KCET results are already out and COMET-K results will also be out soon, and the next process that you all will be entering is the counseling process, right? And in this counseling process, it is very important to have a proper knowledge about your interest and your preferences, which colleges you are interested in, which branches you want to study. It is very important that you should be self-aware about this, right? So there is one very trending branch, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning, a newly introduced branch, but yes, a very trending and a prominent as well as a dominating branch, right? So in today's video we are going to understand about AI ML. Okay, so it is written AI but is actually artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, so we'll be talking about what all things you will be doing if you study this branch, what are the top colleges, top cutoff, top recruiters. Okay, everything will be studying in detail. Studying means understanding in detail. So if you are also aspirant of KCET and COMET-K and confused about which branch to choose, or you just want to know more about AI ML, then this video is for you. Let's get started. So first of all, let me tell you what is artificial intelligence and machine learning. So I think all of you would be in today's world knowing about artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means you have a system as basically a computer and you are giving it some information, or you are giving a brain to a computer. Okay, that is what I can say. Artificial intelligence, you can see you are giving your brain to the system, to a computer. Okay, that is called as artificial intelligence. Now this computer can think like a human, and that is called as artificial intelligence. So here enabling a machine or a system to sense, reason, act or adapt like a human. Okay, it can behave, it can think, it can react like a human. That is called as artificial intelligence. Next, what is machine learning? This is very useful thing. So machine learning is an application of AI that allows the machine to extract the knowledge from the data and learn from it autonomously. Okay, so what happens? For example, just see okay, so you have, this is suppose a system, you have given the brain to this system. Okay, that is, now this system is having its brain, so it is artificial intelligent. Okay, or you can say it is having artificial intelligence. Now when you give, now what happens, now when whatever data you have given here, based on that data, okay, based on that data, when it learns something by itself, that is called as machine learning. Now let me give you a small example of self-driving cars, right? So you have fed all the information that is required for self-driving, for driving. Okay, now the system uses this knowledge. Okay, red light is there, I have to stop, right? There is a left indicator is there, so I have to move towards the left. There is a humps, I have to put a brake. So these all, when it uses that learning, the knowledge that you have given to the system, when it uses it autonomously, that is called as machine learning. Okay, I hope this is very clear. A simple example, I hope this is clear to you. Now talking about, so now you can see if this example is there, we have given all the knowledge to this particular machine. Okay, and then we have given a question. When this system uses the knowledge that is given to it for solving the question, that is called as machine learning. Okay, now this machine is learning. Okay, you just understand, you have given brain, right? Now the information you have given, now it is using that information, learning from that information to solve your problem. Okay, so now coming to next thing, that is, where do we have in the real world? Okay, artificial intelligence and machine learning is now spread everywhere, everywhere we can see, especially in the healthcare field, in the finance field, customer service, transportation, everywhere we can find AI ML. Okay, now we will talk about that in more detail. So now next question is, if you are an AI ML or engineer or a graduate from AI ML, what all things will you be doing? That is something should be interesting for you. Create smart system. Okay, you will be designing, building systems that can learn from the data, like self-driving cars or recommendation engines. Okay, so you can see another very simple example is, AI ML used in your YouTube and all, right? So once you see a particular video, okay, next time you see, you get similar videos, so many suggestions, right? So AI has used your information and then processed it to serve you. Okay, next you will be analyzing the data, you will be developing different AI models, build AI application, research and development, consultancy. Then this all field you will be working, you will be eligible to work in all this field. Next, if I talk about yes, how do AI and ML engineer create chatbots? So this is one example that I want to give you to understand the working of AI ML. Okay, so first of all, what they do, they collect the vast amount of text data such as conversation, articles or scripts. Okay, a lot of data is given to this chatbot. Now see, this chatbot is the machine which we want to work as an AI ML. Okay, so what we do, first we give all the information to this one, all the information is given to this system, that is you are creating artificial intelligence here. Next, they clean and pre-process the data, removing noise and inconsistency. So all the irrelevant data are removed and the required data are given here. Next, they use techniques like natural language processing to teach the chatbot to understand and generate human-like text. So how can it talk like a human? How can it understand like a human? We provide that training to this chatbot. Okay. Next, word embeddings. The chatbot learns to represent words as numerical vectors, capturing their meaning and relationship. Okay. So now you have, when you talk, when you type, when you chat with a chatbot, you put it in your word form, right? The chatbot understands that in the form of vectors, capturing their meaning and relationship. Next, what happens? Sequence to sequence models. These models can generate new text based on a given input sequence. Okay, so suppose you are asking for a particular let us talk about, for example, in IRCTC website we are having a chatbot, right? You are suppose asking them for the train time something. Okay, so for this input data, what should be the output? That is already feed in the chatbot. Okay, next you have test and evaluate. The chatbot is tested on various conversations to ensure it responds appropriately and coherently. You have to test it in different types of questions you have to ask and test it. And once it completes all the tests, you have to deploy it as integrated into the platform or application for users to interact with. Okay. So once you can see, this chatbot has to learn. You have to give all the data to it. Okay. Now suppose I have given a data. Suppose a question comes, when is the train? Okay. Suppose a person asks, when is the train? The chatbot response to be about which train you are asking, which train, or so this is the feedback that is the feeding that we have given to this chatbot. Whenever this question comes, ask for which train. Okay, so that's an example I'm telling. So chatbot, whenever this question is asked, chatbot will recollect or remember whatever information is fed into that and then will reply accordingly. Okay. Next, we have some curriculum about this. Okay, so you have first of all programming fundamentals. So you should be learning different programming languages like Python, data structures and algorithms. Okay, and in mathematics you have linear algebra and calculus. Next, coming to other core subjects you have here. Yes. In machine learning, you have introduction to machine learning, where there will be overview of different types of machine learning. Then you have supervised learning. This is one more subject. Unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, deep learning. So I cannot go much deep into this, okay, because these are the simply I have taken the curriculum of the colleges. So what exactly is there, you have to understand when you study these particular subjects. Okay. Next, we have here other subjects as well. As you know, you have data science. Okay, in that you have data cleaning and pre-processing, data visualization, feature engineering. These all comes under data science. Then you have specialized topics like natural language processing, computer vision, time series, ethical AI. These are different specialized topics that will be you have to cover. Okay. Next, if I talk about the job roles, so what all jobs you can get if you are learning AI ML? You can be a research scientist, machine learning engineer, data scientist, AI architect, natural language processing engineer, computer vision engineering, or a robotics engineer. Okay, these are different fields in which you will be eligible to work. Now I'll give you a small example of LinkedIn profile. Okay, I found this job application. Okay, so it is for post is generative AI engineer, and what will be your role? You can see here MLOP is pipeline development, where you have to design, implement and maintain robust AI ML, generate AI pipelines to facilitate seamless model training, evaluation, deployment and monitoring. Cloud infrastructure management, Python development, machine learning support, generative AI understanding, UI development and deployment, collaboration and communication. Okay, continuous learning. So these are certain things that you should be knowing if you are applying for this particular job. Okay. Next, we will talk about the placement. So I have taken the placement data of 2024 from the college, Dayanand Sagar College of Engineering. So here you can see the highest package was 36 LPA, then you have 4.48 LPA, even 7.5 LPA. Okay, so this is in Toyota, this is in Publicis Sapient, you have Tata Communications. So these are certain placement data that are collected from the colleges in Bangalore. Now coming to the top recruiters, so we have a lot of tech giants who can give you like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Apple. Then automotive companies like Tesla, Waymo and Cruise. Then you have financial institutions like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan & Stanley. These companies can also recruit you. In healthcare sector, if you go GE Healthcare, Johnson & Johnson and Pfizer can also hire you. Research institutions, if you consider Stanford University, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, University of California and in Berkeley. So you can go even for higher studies in these institutions. Okay. Next, if I talk about the top colleges and the cutoff for RV, so this is KCET cutoff of 2024 extended round. Okay, so for RV we have 888, then BMS you have 4835, MS Ramaya Institute 4243, and in RV it is actually computer science with AI ML. Okay, there is no only AI ML branch, so computer science with integrated AI ML is there, whose cutoff is 888. Next you have Dayanand Sagar 7404 and UVCE 7157. Okay, fine. Now coming to whether this is the right choice for you or not. So for that I have given you 3 questions. If you find these questions answers to be yes, then definitely this branch is a perfect branch for you. But if the answers are no, then please refer or think about some other branches, because this is something which is not a very easy or a very tough, but you should have knowledge and passion for this particular subject. So if you are definitely interested for mathematical and analytical skills, then you should go for it. If you are comfortable with programming and especially Python language is good for you, you are comfortable in that, then you can select this branch. And if you are enjoying a process of continuous learning, then also this branch is for you. Okay, so it is not something you studied once and then you don't have to study at all. It is a technical branches are something where you have to update yourself regularly. Okay, so definitely if you are someone who is like ready to learn new things, new technologies, then this is the right branch for you. Okay, so I hope that this video was helpful and you have got some information about AI ML, and next which branch you want to know, do comment down. We'll definitely address that branch, and any other queries you have, you can also put it down. And thank you for watching, and all the best for KCET as well as KCET counseling process.